We've all heard about the effect of emotional maturity on recognizing emotions, but is it available to everyone? Or does it require continuous practice to maintain? Let's examine it more closely. Being emotionally mature is crucial in a world where people can't avoid outbursts due to others' unacceptable behavior. In other words, we talk about those moments where you wish to bawl at someone, but instead you choose to take a breath and remain calm. It doesn't mean you stuff your emotions or you can't express your feelings, but it means you can reply maturely and wisely to annoying situations. If you think that emotional maturity cannot be developed, you're totally wrong. It's a process that needs continuous practice. Let's discover some main signs that give you an idea of what you're good at or what you still need to build up. First, you can control your emotions. Some people react impulsively if something happens, because they have a quick temper. They have tantrums when things don't go their way. Being emotionally mature isn't hard to achieve, but it's not easy to manage. If you're not able to understand your emotions and the triggers that push you to set in motion again, in this case, you have to identify your feelings and understand how they affect your thoughts and actions as well. Once you act with awareness and understand how your actions can affect others, you will be able to make decisions that can't hurt the feelings of those people around you. Let's be clear, being emotionally mature doesn't mean you never get troubled or act wrongly. As human beings, it's normal for some bursts to blow up sometimes. Instead, you're aware of how to handle those feelings and deal wisely and effectively with the everyday stressors that happen to you in your life. Keep in mind that the more you exhibit frequent emotional outbursts, the more you need to work on your emotional maturity and self-regulation. So, if things don't go your way, you can take a moment to breathe and respond wisely and maturely. Second, you have empathy that lets you see other perspectives. Most empathetic people encounter good and bad circumstances in their lives, just like everyone else. However, their suffering can't prevent them from sharing another person's feelings and experiences. They can see someone else's perspective and understand what others feel. Then, the less empathy you have, the less you have this desire to support and help other people. A person with emotional maturity demonstrates a strong ability to listen and offer support when a partner or friend is frustrated and upset. This kind of quality can build strong and positive relationships. So, if you want to be emotionally mature, you need to cultivate more empathy. Try to listen to others actively and with respect. Try to understand and feel their feelings. Third, you prove good communication skills. It's time to recognize that most people with emotional immaturity can't communicate, especially in tense or stressful situations. They can't express their thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully because they think they don't have anything to contribute to the discussion or to those moments of conversation that really need their involvement. Contrarily, people with emotional maturity, for example, at work, collaborate constructively with others. They listen carefully and do not dismiss their colleagues' perspectives. They can express their ideas clearly. They have an open-minded trait because they accept constructive feedback openly and avoid misunderstandings, which helps them avoid disagreements and promote better friendships or partnerships. When you master communication skills excellently, you'll be able to manage your emotions and respond mindfully to challenges, which helps you navigate difficult situations with ease. To assess your level of emotional maturity, start by examining how you express your ideas clearly. Do you listen to others without interrupting them, or do you interrupt others? By practicing these tips, you might gain a clear picture of your ability to communicate thoughtfully. Fourth, you can handle constructive criticism. Without doubt, you're burdened with heavy criticisms. Doesn't matter if they are constructive or not. Most of the time, we take feedback personally and get defensive, 'cause we are human after all. We can't support any offense or criticism. But the problem is that, right now, you haven't yet understood the difference between someone who wants to give you constructive feedback, and someone who just wants to upset you. Being emotionally mature is too important to deal with criticism wisely, because the more you show emotional maturity, the less you're too sensitive to criticism. Instead of getting defensive, you can listen thoughtfully and take time to know what they mean. Take time to ask yourself more questions. Are those criticisms touching some truth? So, don't hurry to make a judgment. Instead, try to understand and interpret what others intended to say carefully, and then use it to improve yourself. Finally, you want to display a picture of your emotional maturity. Start by examining these two main questions. How do you deal with frustrating situations? How you react to other people's emotions? Because if you're someone who responds impulsively and you can't understand their feelings, you can figure out that your emotional maturity needs more improvement and working on. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which sign, among those above signs, do you think detects a person suffering from emotional immaturity the most? Please share your experience with us in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else. Until next time, keep positive.